Hello, everyone. This is Nate and Colin, and this is the San Diego Premier League podcast. Hey, Colin, how you doing?
Hey, buddy. Happy Friday. How are you?
I am doing well. I think we finally got this down. We've tried this about 100 times, but I think we
We
got
got
it.
there.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, this is our podcast in which we talk about our fantasy league that focuses on the English Premier League, and we figured it would be a good time. So far, so
Yeah.
good.
So far, so good. Yeah, we're doing the draft version, not the kind of standard, everyone can kind of select the same player. I forget what you call that format, but we switched it up to the draft format, which I think is just far and away better.
I agree. I really like this. This is more what I guess people in the U.S. would be used to with the fantasy football, because
Yeah.
when that first started, you could only, or from the very beginning, you could only one person could draft one player, like you were really a manager or whatever, a coach. And in this version of fantasy, you had X amount of money at the beginning, 100 million, and you could draft. Everybody could have the same exact team if they wanted. Everybody, there was no limit on who could have the same players. So this draft format is pretty new to the fantasy Premier League site. So it's fun. It's a nice change of pace, and I agree. I like it way better. And it's only
Yeah.
the
And
second year.
odds are people that are watching this, they're probably pretty aware of that other format, but this draft format, man, it's taken off. I think it's going to be the next kind of big deal.
Oh, it's gonna be, yeah, it's way better. It's way
It's
better
way
already.
better.
It's
Yep.
easier to stay involved because you don't have to change your team as much. In the other version, you have to change your team every week and set a captain, which I hate all that. I can't.
Yeah, captain just I think brings just it's just kind of lucky. It's like everyone just caps in Salah or whatever, and then it's just like no, you can't really gain any ground. But in this format, you have down weeks, you got big weeks. It's really volatile.
Yeah, and the win seems, it seems more genuine at the end. Well, actually, I wouldn't know. What is it? Does it feel more genuine at the end, Colonial?
Yeah,
You're the
well,
very
yeah,
first winner, inaugural
yours
winner.
truly. It feels great. I'm not gonna lie. I was because I wanted to win so bad. Like it came down to the last day. I think it was you, Trevor, and I all had a chance to win it,
Yeah,
and I was sweating bullets. I don't care what I do in my draft career from this moment on because I already won.
and
So
you're
it's
the
like
first winner.
yeah. So I can just cruise now. I'm not going to, but that. So it was a good feeling.
We'll get to him. Tom, who's in the league. He's his favorite club is Preston North End, and they actually won the very first top flight league. They actually went undefeated all season. So the original Invincibles, Tom's club, Preston North
They're
End.
not doing so great right now though. I think they've lost 3 games
Yeah, they're
to the
down in the
start,
second tier. That's all
but
right.
it's
We
a long.
won't. We do not have to rub that in right now.
Yeah,
So
we'll wait. It's the early days.
Colin, let's take a look at your team. And you know what? After the first week, you're already in first place. Look at
I
that.
had a good week. Yeah, I had Bruno Fernandez who had like a really, really good hat trick. I assume you saw all those goals.
I actually did not. I don't
Oh
give a
boy.
shit about Manchester United, so I generally don't. But I mean, I'll go back and watch those.
It
Just
was
watch the
good. Watch
goals.
the highlights. Yeah, his last one especially was just it was amazing. He's world class. I love him. So yeah, I had him. I mean, he had a hat trick, nothing much to say. And then I had Antonio did really good. He actually had a PK saved. It was a good penalty. He just had it saved. And then Lola Reese on the bench. Actually, I could have had even a bigger week. But yeah, it was a good solid week, man. I'm off and running.
I didn't even notice Lloris. Yeah, he had a great game because Tottenham actually beat City surprisingly
Yeah,
without Harry
I
Kane.
know. I was like, well, I'll probably better bench Lloris, but yeah, and I got Regulon gave me a clean sheet and a bonus, so it was a good start.
Are the players? Do you think Lingard's going to go to West Ham, or do you think he's going to stay at Manchester United? Are you going to keep him?
I'm definitely keeping him. I've read West Ham want him back, and I think he's gonna go back, but we'll have to see. My gut saying that he's gonna go back, but we'll see.
I don't see him playing at United.
Yeah, me neither. They have too many kind of in that same role. So yeah, that's why I think he'll end up at West Ham. He played well, and they love him there. They want him back.
How injured is Foden? Why he's out? Why are him and Johnny Evans out?
They're actually both because I think there's a game week this week, and then there's an international break, and then they're both supposed to be back after the international break. So they were just a little banged up. Johnny Evans, I think, is coming off surgery. He's been out for a while, so they
Oh,
both should.
gotcha.
My team should be good to go. in about 2 weeks.
So no changes from you. That's right. I'm trying to
Well,
get the inside track before the next week. I'm really a spy. This is a fake podcast in which I try to.
I'll I'll tell you. So I wanted to pick up Adam Armstrong. I would drop Bernardo, but Adam Armstrong's a forward, and I can't find a way to drop. I was thinking about trading Werner, but I just couldn't get anyone to take. So I just had to stick with Werner because I'm hoping Lukaku maybe makes Werner a little better,
It's
maybe freeze him up.
So I saw a stat where when Timo Werner plays for Chelsea, they win 88% of the time or something around there. Now this is off the
Hmm.
top of my head, but it's in the 80 percentile, and when they don't start him, it's like the 30th percentile, like 33% or something.
Yeah. And man, I hope Lukaku. I know Werner might play more cup games and things like that, but I think he might be primed for a pretty nothing crazy, but a solid campaign. So I'm happy to keep him for sure. So yeah, I love my team and it's a good start.
All right, and your team name is Bozeman FC because, well, why don't you tell the fine folks, the three people that are listening.
Yeah, my mom. Yeah, no, Bozeman FC. So I'm from San Diego.
Hi, JoJo.
At El Sweet Jojo. I talked to her today.
Nice.
From San Diego is all the well, most of the guys here live in San Diego. Not all of them are from there, but about 3 years ago, wife and I we just wanted a little change, a different pace, and we honeymooned up here in old Big Sky, Montana, and like a couple months after our honeymoon, we just quit our jobs and moved to Bozeman, Montana, and just kind of trying to change our way of life and change things up. So yeah, 3 years later, we're in Bozeman and we love it. We're not going anywhere anytime soon, and
That's exciting. I have to come up and
yeah,
visit you because it looks beautiful.
anytime.
All right, so let's see. Oh, like the two Thomas brothers in first and second place.
Yeah, I'm so proud of him. He's
Chris.
doing so good.
Oh, we love it. And usually the Chris Thomas MO is to do awesome and then stop paying attention,
100%.
which is, I mean, it's good for us because he is formidable. I'll tell you what, but he really is. That guy knows his sports and his. I really like his team name because it's a Elton John. It's a pun on an Elton John song, of course,
Oh,
and it has two players in there, Harry Kane and Joe Hart.
it's a good one.
All right, Christopher, let's look at your team. Second
It's
place.
impressive.
And that's
It
with like 100 players not playing. Okay, two, but then, well, five actually. Six if you include the goalie on his bench.
and he made a bunch of moves too this week, and
Yes.
I can pull them up really quickly too. Because yeah, he made a lot of trend. Why don't you go over his team, and I'll pull up. He made his like Alonso.
I'll
That
just
that
tell you
goal Alonso had.
who I'm jealous of right away is Suchek. Alonso, I had no idea he was going to start for Chelsea. That guy is like every time somebody comes through and thinks they're going to knock him off, he just figures out a way to stay there. And I'm really jealous of those two signings. So good on
He
you,
scores some
Christopher.
great goals. That
Oh,
man,
and his he scored a free kick, and good lord, it was amazing.
it was so good.
David Beckham would have been happy to score that free kick. I'll put it
Oh,
that way.
100%.
Even Roberto Carlos dare say.
But you got Jack McGuire back there too. Allison he's just gonna get clean sheet after clean sheet this season.
I
You
don't know.
know,
I don't know anything about Jack McGuire to be honest. And I do. Yeah, Allison is great. He's for Liverpool.
and then he's got some. I mean, so I can say it right now. So he dropped Sigurdsson, and we can the old child molester. He picked up the Core.
Why did he drop Sigurdsson?
Why don't you
Oh,
tell
that was
tell
the
the fine
most.
folk?
That was the most amazing pick I've ever seen because I literally in the group me chat earlier that day I made a joke saying I was going to draft Sigurdsson first because he had been arrested on child pedophilia charges. And
Not great.
yeah, so I mean that's not funny. It was just as
No.
soon as he drafted him, he realized his mistake. It was like right away. That was the funny part.
That was the funny part. No, for
But
sure. It was a good moment.
again, this is how well his team did even after that quote unquote misstep. So
So he's looking real good. So Robertson's back to full
jeez,
training. We weren't sure. And like
yeah,
I said, he picked up the Core, dropped Sigerson. He picked
jeez.
up Samikas from Liverpool and dropped Target. So that's that. I love the Samikas pickup.
Oh, Christopher, you're gonna win the league. You son of
And
a
then he
gun.
also picked up Shane Duffy, dropped Godfrey, and then he picked up Daniel James, dropped Williams. So I mean, Daniel James, I'm really not. I don't think
Wow.
he's in the great, but
That's
so
still
yeah,
that's scary. That's scary
it's
that
a
he
good
has
team.
all
It's a
those
very good
players.
team. Yeah, if he just pays attention to the whole season, he can win this thing no problem.
I agree. I agree. Oh, Full America. Trevor Devlin. Uh, Full America is a great name because Fulham has a lot of America had historically Americans on their team. Bocanegra, Brian McBride,
Glory days.
Clint Dempsey. Maurice Adu played for them for a little bit. Clint Dempsey is
Hmm.
actually their top goal scorer, I think, in the Premier League still. I think.
No
But
way.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, man. Those are the that's
Uh,
kind of like, we had
and
been in the Premier League a little bit before that, but those like the glory days for us, in my mind.
and speaking of glory days, Trevor, uh, probably been a soccer fan the longest and started the league way back in the day. And I mentioned it when we first tried this podcast, but this league has been going on for so long that I wasn't even part of the beginning of it. And I feel
Hmm.
like I'm one of the old guys at this point.
You are one of the old guys. Yeah, there was kind of an OG crew. It was mainly me, Chris, Trevor, our friend Chuck, and I think that was mainly the. And then yeah, you guys came in like right after that, so you're pretty much an OG.
You guys really brought me in, which is great. It was awesome. You guys made me soccer fan, so I appreciate it. Still
I think
rabid.
Trevor made us soccer fans, at least like me. I mean, I can't speak for anybody else, but he made me a soccer fan.
Well, and then he de facto made me a soccer fan. So thanks, Trev.
That's a
Appreciate it.
beautiful thing.
But he's always a good
So,
player in the
yeah, he's
fantasy
always
league.
gonna have a great team. It's nothing surprising. He went with Kane first pick, and he texted
Oh,
me a
that
little bit
was his
later.
first pick.
Yeah, he texted me like about week or two whatever after, just because things are still, is he staying, is he going? So Trevor was sort of semi regretting his pick, but Kane he'll start and he'll get goals, so it's no big deal.
He has to play at either team, and he'll score goals at either team. So
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. So, but I mean, it sounds like now he's staying more at Tottenham from just what I'm reading. I don't know, but that's kind of what it sounds like it might be happening.
he signed like a 6-year deal last year, and they had, I guess, he had a quote unquote. Okay, that's the second time I said quote unquote. Maybe the third time. I'll stop saying that.
Oh,
He
I didn't
had
even
a,
realize,
and it's
dude.
because I'm doing air quotes in because I talk with my
Just
hands. I'm literally doing air quotes with my hands.
just
That's why
keep
I say
doing it. I didn't even realize you had said it before.
it. I'm starting to annoy myself. So
Dude, you're
he
fantastic.
he no, Kane and Daniel Levy, the chairman, and I didn't realize. You know what? I'm so dumb. I thought that Daniel Levy owned Tottenham for a long time, and I knew he was the chairman, but I just thought he was one of those guys that had to do both. But no,
Yeah,
somebody else owns it, and he does. I guess he's the face. He's the one that everybody dislikes, and he started out as
that's
the
the way to do it.
bad guy in this because Kane said they had a gentleman's agreement that if Tottenham don't make Champions League or something like that, he could leave, and that happened, and now people are coming in, and Daniel Levy won't sell. But I guess part of it was that he wouldn't sell to another English team, and Man City are the only team that can afford him right now and really want him. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Those are all the rumors. Harry Kane did this stupid interview with Gary Neville where they golfed, and it was the lamest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh,
But
that's not great. Sounds
oh,
pretty
it's so
cringy.
it really was.
I'll
Anyway,
pass.
are you
But he's
sure?
got a good team though. Van Dyke at the
Oh,
back.
amazing team.
Um, I think he dropped Cons. Oh yeah, he did. He dropped Cons and he picked up Varane. I was trying to pick up Varane this week.
Oh
I know that is
yes.
huge. And then Ben White and Coleman. That back line is so good right now
And
for his team.
Van Dyke was injured almost all last season, so he's coming off a long-term injury. So that's could be
Yeah,
considered an iffy call, but I don't think so. Obviously, I mean, I think he's gonna kill,
oh,
and I
I
think
love Van Dyke.
and Gomez is the usually other center back. So if Van Dyke isn't playing, Gomez is playing. So that's a good
Yeah,
backup there.
that rotation's good. And then Mahrez and Pogba are just, dude, man, Pogba had 4 assists. Man, go and watch the NBC highlights of just the Man U
Okay,
game,
I
dude.
will.
And I'm not the biggest Paul Pogba fan, but dude, they were unreal. He had one. You just go watch it. I
I will.
can't. They were
Okay.
all amazing.
I
They were
will.
so good.
All
But
right.
anyway,
I will.
yeah,
I really
good
will.
team. Good team for Trev.
Oh, Tim, a new guy to
A
the
newbie.
league. Tim is also a vet, kind-hearted soul, saving lives, saving animal lives all day,
Yeah,
every day.
veterinarian. Just
And he has a great team. And he chose multiple Chelsea players, which I love because I'm a Chelsea fan. And he was saying that didn't know a lot about soccer, but I don't know. His team kind of says differently.
And I like that he's like asking questions and he's like trying to learn and get because he's been a sports guy his whole life, but he's getting more and more into soccer, and it's great to see him kind of like learn the sport a little bit more before our eyes.
I mean, hell, he's whipping me after the first week, so there you go.
W- Was
Acting
gonna
like
say
I'm
he
good.
had a good week.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh, Mo Salah. I like that he has Christian Pulisic, going for the American. That's
I
right,
love it.
USA.
Salah is just he's amazing.
He
Maybe my
just
favorite player.
he just doesn't stop scoring.
It's and he just can create something from nothing, and oh man, he's so good.
I read Zuma. I'm looking at his bench. Zuma might be going somewhere else, and if Zuma goes to pretty much any other team besides a top four team, he's going to be starting. So
In the Prem, yeah.
yeah, that's a good one. Rashford will come back.
He'll be decent. Madison's pretty solid. He's got a solid, good all around team, I'd say.
I think so. And it's spread
Yeah.
out. It's not too heavy one team or the other.
Yeah, he's got a lot of versatility. Watkins gets healthy, and some of his strikers get Wilson's. I think Wilson scored this week or last week
Dang,
rather.
dang, Tim. Good
Looking
team.
good,
And I
looking
like your
very
team
good,
name, Big Sherm, because he's tall. He's a big
and he's
fella.
also probably the nicest man you'll ever meet.
Oh, Salt and Keppa. I
Oh,
almost
the
said Salt
man
and Peppa. Almost
himself,
said it. I
Salt and
almost
Kepa.
messed up my own team name because that's how smart
Yeah,
I am.
almost.
All right, fifth place. What's up? My team is my favorite team. I'm really glad that I drafted it. I did perfectly fine. No, no, just joking. The changes that I want to make, I already took Ndombele out because I'm an idiot. I mean, he literally didn't even start last season because he wasn't even match fit, and I could have just Googled him, could have seen that, didn't, so I drafted him like a fool. So I kicked his
I
fat ass out.
I think I think he's either gonna get traded or got traded. I think I
He
saw.
asked to be traded.
Is that what it was?
That was a horrible pick on my end. Juan Stones. I don't know why Juan Stones isn't playing right now. Isn't starting. I thought he played well in the Euros
Yes, your team's good though, man. Pereira, he had a clean sheet and a goal. Is that what
and
it was?
an assist and I think bonus
Assist to,
points.
you gotta love that.
Yep, bonus points. That's
Very
one thing I
nice.
dislike about this is the bonus point system. I should look into it before I
Real?
say I
No,
dislike it.
yeah, okay.
I
I
mean,
enjoy it because
okay,
let me
tell me
give you a
why.
little rundown, and
Good.
and just off the top of my head, so don't quote me. This is ballpark, but basically, I think what it is, each game has a certain amount of bonus points up for grabs from either team. So only a certain amount of guys from that game can get a bonus. So I feel like it's like one, two, and three. Like one guy will get one guy will get two, and one guy will get three. So I feel like
So
it's
that's
kind
the
of it's
maximum.
kind of
Only one
nice.
player can get three, only one player can get two, and only one player can get one.
I
Is that what you're
believe
saying?
so. It's either that for the game or it's that per team. But yes, that's basically what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
So I kind of like it actually.
What's the criteria? Do you know if they have a criteria for bonus points, or is it just
They do. I'd have to go. That's in the the frequently asked questions section or whatever. I'd have to go dig it up. I don't know off the top of my head, but there definitely is a criteria.
yeah? There's probably an FAQ on it and a big one because there's probably whiny bitches like me who lose by like a few points. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, if it
What
wasn't
did we?
for the bonus system, it's probably some dude just arbitrarily doing it. You know.
Uh,
So
what
I'm
did I
sure.
get the bonus point, dude? He had like 8 shots on target.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can totally see me doing that.
But you got Jota.
Oh, sorry.
That guy's good.
Yeah,
Pepe,
I'm happy with my team altogether.
it's a good solid team.
I did pick Havertz first, and that I really went out on a limb on that because
Yeah,
he
yeah, you
didn't
went
start.
on a bit of a
But
limb on that one.
I
But
don't
hey,
care. I think him and Lukaku are going to link up. I think Timo Werner is going to be benched, and I think everything, is going to go.
yeah,
Everything's gonna gonna go my
gonna be
way.
all right. I think you might be right. All right, we're moving on to Tom,
Tom,
the legend, the
football
English
is
legend.
life. Tom, well, yeah. Again, I said this on the first try of this, but I think we unfairly expect Tom to just be the best all the time because he's English. We have this preconceived notion that anybody from England will know more about, will just stomp us at this, right? But it's the
It's
same
not preconceived.
as if I, yeah, I know, really. But with Tom, it is true. But it would be funny if I tried to join a fantasy football league and like for the NFL in England, because all these people who are actually into the NFL would totally stomp me, and they would just be like, I really thought the American would be better."
Yankee doesn't know anything.
Right? Tom, of course, he has a good team.
Yeah, he's very, very, very knowledgeable, and he knows his stuff. He's from England. He's a Preston North End man. Talks a lot of shit, probably more than anybody I know in my life. But
But that's what
but he,
he brings it. You know, he brings the heat. And if it wasn't for Tom sometimes stirring the pot, we wouldn't have a conversation in the
it's
chat. So I
true.
really appreciate Tom being there. And I appreciate his hatred for Manchester United because holy
He
shit, I also
despises.
hate Manchester United. I'm so tired of them. Everybody talks about them. I'm so tired of every pundit being from
Really?
Manchester United or Liverpool or Arsenal, but it's mostly Man U. Yeah, there's this whole hard on for Manchester United. Do you know how many fucking documentaries they have for the class of '92 or whatever? All those bitches that all came up through the system together. Fucking David Beckham and Gary Neville and Philip
What?
Neville and Nicky Butt and blah 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 and Paul
I like it.
Scholes.
Yeah,
God,
yeah, yeah.
all
Go
the
on.
time. My God, I'm tired. I'm tired. Like I just know this via like osmosis practically at this point. Not even fucking Man U fan. I have to know this shit because I don't shut the fuck up about it. Anyway, rant over.
Yeah, I'm the opposite, man, because I don't have any I don't know enough to hate Man U, and I just love
Uh,
their current I love their current squad, and I love Bruno, and I think they're fucking awesome right now. I don't know, maybe that's just me.
that's what I'm in. I look. It's fine. I just text my friend Jesse that my love for soccer usurps any of my hatred for any particular team, and that doesn't sound, it sounds like I'm a hypocrite right now, but I mean, I'll go watch the highlights. I just wanted to
You're
rant about
passionate. You're
that.
passionate,
But
and
I mean, I'm tired about hearing about them. I am
I
tired of
understand.
hearing
And it's
that.
like the Yankees and all that. I understand. Understand. Well, so we'll get back to Tom's. I tell you what, he picked up my boy Adam Armstrong off waivers, dropped Fabio Silva. So this is a team without Adam Armstrong. I think Adam Armstrong is going to kill it this season. He had an awesome goal last weekend.
I don't know
But
much about him. I don't know shit about
Blackburn,
Adam
he's
Armstrong.
had I think he had like 27 goals last year for Blackburn.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, you're a
Yeah,
Blackburn fan, so you okay?
yeah. The Blackburn's my team. They're playing well. They won, beat Nottingham Forest. Was this yesterday? A couple days ago.
All right, you guys still
Um,
tied for first with Fulham?
Yeah, there's like a few teams up there. Most of the teams have like two wins, or not most of them, but the teams at the top have like two wins and a draw, I believe, and that's what
Gotcha.
Blackburn is. Yeah,
Nice.
so,
No,
but yeah, Tom's team is great, man. Like Sar, that guy is gonna score goal after goal this season.
I didn't know much about him either. That's a great pickup. Danny Ings also he's one of those guys that like Jermaine Defoe. He's just gonna keep scoring goals
They
until the
just
day
score goals.
he retires. I feel
He
like.
took, 100%. He's just a legend. He's just a goal scorer.
And Casper Schmeichel, his dad is a Manchester United
Oh
legend,
yeah,
but
oh yeah.
his dad moved to Man City from Man U, so really really got under some people's skins. I think it's funny. Fuck him.
And then just to touch on Tom's real quick one more time, he took Mane as his
Oh,
first
sorry.
overall, and I don't know. No, you're good. And I don't know if I don't know about that pick. The first overall for Mane, I don't know that he's gonna be that great this season. What do you think?
I have no idea what to think. I'm very ambivalent on Mane. I thought
Oh
that
yeah,
at first when Tom first picked it, I was like, really? I mean, everybody thought that about me picking Havertz, so I get it. But I think that with Jota and Salah and Firmino, that three, they just seem to work together
yeah,
real well.
agreed,
I don't know, and it seems like
agreed.
he's kind of the odd man out, I should say. But which is dumb because he's still gonna. I'm certain next week he's gonna score a hat trick.
Yeah,
But
he'll have a solid campaign. I mean, he'll get his goals and assists, but just
yeah,
nothing to where I would have gone someone else over him is in the first. I guess is what I'm trying to
gotcha.
say. But he's a Liverpool fan, makes sense.
Yeah, it's like I'm a Chelsea fan. All right, let's
Moving
Nutmeg
on to
FC.
JJ,
I like that name.
another newcomer.
Yeah, JJ, I haven't met him before, and he has Chelsea as his favorite team, so I already like him.
Absolutely. And his team is all looking funky for some reason, but he has a really, really solid team. He knows a lot about soccer, this man.
You know what? They must be literally updating the website as we are doing
They might
this.
be. They
It's
might
funny.
be. No worries.
So I can go up. He scored 37 points. Do you remember who had good weeks and whatnot? Which players?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I
Son
think I
scored.
do. Son scored. Yep.
He had a
Yep.
great week.
And he did. Wood. Let's see. Yeah. He
Let me
didn't.
find one.
Ward Prowse didn't do much. Gunga didn't do much. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Harrison didn't do much. So he just kind of had a ho hum. Just it's just all around. Nothing crazy. Son was kind of saved this week. I think. No one
Now,
else actually really did a ton. I think. Cresswell had a goal. Yeah,
okay.
that's right. Yeah. He Cresswell had a goal it was funny. Oh yeah, like that goal was crazy because Cresswell sent it into the box and then it went by one dude. I forget who it was, and then it went by Suchek. And like it looked like both those guys scored, but it actually they credited Cresswell with the goal. So yeah, those two guys kind of saved his week.
Oh, Bowen. I think it was Bowen next to Cresswell, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Bowen. Yeah, so it came in. Bowen could have had a chance, and it just
Yep.
went by him. And then it looked like Suchek nicked it in, but it never went off Suchek
Uh,
and Cresswell. So yeah, like I said, Son and Cresswell
yeah,
kind of
because
saved the week.
West Ham went down 1-0 and then came back and then went down 2-1 and came back and
Hmm.
won 4-2, which is pretty
It was
great.
an awesome game. I
It
love
was a
West
great
Ham.
game. It
It
was a
was a
very,
fantastic game.
very
Antonio looked
good game.
really, really good. Bowen looked good too. You have Bowen.
Yeah, yep. I like Bowen. He
I do
reminds
too.
me of the other Welsh fellow that used to play for Man City and is kind of short, Craig Bellamy.
Oh, I love Craig Bellamy.
They
I
remind
forgot
me of
about Craig
they
Bellamy.
remind me of each other. I feel like they play very similarly. I might just be saying
Yeah.
that because they're both Welsh, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's it. But man, he was the man, Craig Bellamy.
How do you think Aubameyang and Lacazette are going to do this season?
There was all these Barcelona rumors with Aubameyang, but Aubameyang staying. And if Lacazette's healthy with Oda, they just signed Odegaard. I think they're gonna do good. I think they'll do fine. Yeah, once they get rolling, and then kind of once Odegaard gets into the system, and then everybody's healthy, Tierney's getting forward. So I think Arsenal's gonna maybe get off this kind of crappy run that they've been on, and maybe right the ship. But we'll see.
Yeah, they have not looked very good. They've looked good in particular games, but not on the whole. Not at all. They've looked pretty lackluster for the most part.
Yeah, yeah.
Mikel Arteta, he's a new manager because all he had been was an assistant for Pep Guardiola at Man City for a while. So this is his first time managing a club.
Yeah, he's kind of up and down, really not. It's hard. It's gotta be so hard as a new manager, man. They need like give them a season or two, just to get their feet. I mean, I know he had last season, but
Yeah, that's
it's got to
wild.
be
Arsenal
tough.
would pick someone like that, but he has Ben Chilwell, and I thought Ben Chilwell was going to start. He started most of last season. I thought that was a great pickup when JJ got him, but I don't know. I don't know why he
He
didn't get
just
any
dropped
minutes.
him actually,
Oh,
JJ.
really?
I'm gonna spoiler
Mm.
alert. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna try to pick him up too. He's on my radar.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna try and pick him up right after this. We'll see who can do it faster.
It's
Oh,
it's funny.
love the
It's
striker.
something with the settings. He's locked right now because I'll
Yeah.
I'll who he dropped to Gungadin. So I was gonna try to pick up Gungadin.
Really?
Yeah, because he had some
Mm.
injury concerns, but he's fit. So JJ probably should not have dropped Gungadin,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
All right.
And then what do we got? Bringing it up was
SoCal Club of Horror.
hmm, another newcomer, JR. Sweet, sweet, handsome JR. He's just a good friend, kind of a Trevor Devlin who we talked about, his brother Travis Devlin. JR is good friends with, and then just kind
Nice.
of through over the years, we just kind of we knew him and just kind of fell into the clique. So he's a really good dude, and he knows his soccer as well. He knows his fantasy sports, big into fantasy football like myself, American football.
Oh, his team
Uh,
is solid. You notice the scores came back on, but
they did. That's weird. Yeah, his team is solid. It's a lot of
yeah,
all around good stuff.
De Bruyne, Mount, and Rafinha I think are three awesome pickups, and then Trent
Agreed.
Alexander-Arnold was
Agreed.
going off a long, long layoff. So that Those four players and Saint
It's just that alone.
Maximin are gonna probably Saint Maximin is gonna be like the only player that scores for Newcastle. I feel like, and Tony is a great pickup. He scored
Tony's
like
awesome.
30 something goals in 40 something games last season in the
He
championship
looked good. He looked
for
good against
Brentford.
Arsenal.
So
Yeah, yeah.
those I really this team is awesome. I'm scared of every single team. It seems very evenly
It's
matched.
yeah, it's fun because it's only 9 guys. We'd like to, I'd say, get 10 to 12 guys in the league is probably a good amount because yeah, everyone's team is pretty stacked with 9 guys. But if you had 10 to 12, you'd have to work the waiver wire. You'd have to have some guys that were kind of not the big hitters and such.
Yeah, you would have to really lead. You'd have to pay a lot of attention to the middle of the road guys you know, who score points. Like the
That's
guys that
yeah,
score you regularly 3 points every game. Not going to get you seven every other game or
100%.
whatever. But that's
That's what I love. That's like American fantasy football. That's a lot of that, getting those waiver wire like gems, those guys that can, either hit for you or just solid. Like I love that style of fantasy sports.
that's when the real nerdy guys start to really shine. They
Oh
get out
yeah.
their Excel spreadsheets and all that stuff. Make a little algorithm, write it real quick
Mhm.
to draft the team for them. Crazy guys.
Yeah, St. Max for Newcastle. He's got Wilson too in support, so I think. But man, he looked really really good. I mean, he's always got the skill. It's whether or not he can kind of finish, but he looked fantastic this past game.
Is Steve Bruce the manager of Newcastle
Yeah,
still?
sweet Steve Bruce. I love Steve Bruce. He's
Jeez.
so nice.
It looks like his nose has been broken 800 times.
Just a bar fight after bar
Jeez.
fight.
Okay. Oh, Shane.
And then old Shaner.
Glorious
One of
Hallelujah.
the
I like Shane's team name too.
It's a fantastic ode to Salah. Shane's he was in the draft league with us last season, but he's more new to. I think last season was his first like overall ever in fantasy soccer for English soccer. So he's kind of like Tim where he's learning it, but Shane knows a lot and he's really good.
Oh yeah, Shane watches games. He knows what's going on. He actually has four. What is one, two, three? Yeah. Oh, four Chelsea players with three Chelsea defenders, and that's funny because Chelsea got the most clean sheets last season. So he did some research.
Yeah, I like you know what that stat can do well because like you were saying about
The
I forget who we're talking
rotation.
about.
It
Yeah, the
was
rotation or
Tom
Gomez and yeah,
or Trevor's Gomez
yeah,
and Van
Gomez
Dyke.
and Van Dijk. Exactly. It's like you have an insurance. It's like you don't have to worry about it. But man, he seems awesome. Ederson, you just leave him in forever. You don't have to worry about that. And then Sterling, I think Dele Alli is going to have a big campaign.
I have no idea what to think about him. I thought for a long time I thought he was gonna be like the next big thing in the English midfield, and the Jose Mourinho effect. Even a little bit before that with Pochettino, he just fell off hard. I don't know. And so
Yeah,
that's the only reason I don't know because he had the one goal a few seasons ago and I freaking hate Tottenham, but he was really fun to watch. The one where
he's
he flicked
good.
it up to himself, turned around and scored from right
Mm-hmm.
outside the box.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's a pretty incredible player.
And I will say too, so Shane has Jesus here from City, but he got last this week, so he was first priority waivers, and he got Lukaku. So he dropped Jesus for Lukaku.
Oh my
So expect
god, I
Shane's
forgot
team.
about that. Oh no, he's
Or
gonna win it. Lukaku's gonna win it for him. Oh my
it
god,
might.
I
It
forgot
might
about
very
that.
well. Yeah, his team yeah, it's good.
Wow.
Vardy, I love Marshall. He's solid. He'll get you an assist and a goal here and there. He's solid. And then Vardy, I love so much.
Vardy is another one of those players that's just gonna continue to score and score.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Vardy, if you want some funny quotes, look up some of his quotes. He talks about
Oh, are they good?
the team doctor hating him because he hates to eat healthy. He lives off Red Bull and like
Oh no.
essentially like gas station food. And he doesn't like to exercise.
He's a pro
So
footballer.
funny.
Well,
I
he
love it.
exercises for a job. Why do you need to exercise on your
Yeah,
off days?
I run when I play. What is the problem?
Yeah,
Oh, so
exactly. I'm
good.
scoring goals. Get off my back.
No, but I like Shane's team. I'm scared. I'm scared of every single team, and
They're
I'm
good.
really excited for this season. Hey, That was fun. I'm good. Anything else to say?
Nah, man, that's gonna be a fun season. I'm
All right.
stoked.